It is finally that time. It's finally the time to answer all of the questions in the comment section about Verasity. What are your end of bull run and end of year price targets, Tim? Well, if you are watching this video in 2022, the very first portion of this video is for you. I have tags down here so that you don't have to watch more immediate price action being covered from Multivac and TRIAS later on. But the beginning of the video where it says Verasity, the tag that says Verasity VRA in the bull run targets, this is for you all the way in 2022, future Tillians. If you're coming to this October video from the future, welcome to the past, welcome to the COSA predictions. It's going to be magical. This is going to be awesome. So stick around, future Tillians, and at least watch through this first or second tag, whatever it might be. And other folks from the present, welcome to the present. It's a new day. It's going to be an awesome day. Let's dive into this chart and see if your $2 targets in the bull run actually make sense. Oh, I think they will, Tim. Well, we're going to find out right here. I will mathematically show you if it does or does not. So later in the video, I'm going to cover Multivac, which if you want to skip straight there, here, Multivac in the tags, and TRIAS, which TRIAS is doing some awesome stuff as well. But before we get going, returning viewers, hit like, and if you don't, yeah, you get flipped off. And new viewers, if you like what you see by the end of the video, please hit subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay in the know. And if you really like what you see, you can check out the Patreon, Discord community, links in the description section, along with other very helpful links that will help you from an education standpoint do much better in this crypto run. You should really check out my library playlist. It's called Library. And you should check out my playlist with 3 videos in it as of now. Future Tillians, oh, but Tim has 4. I'm coming from 2022. Well, welcome to the past. It had 3 when I made this video, but it's called my most important videos I've ever made. You should really check that out. It's going to drastically change the way you look at price action, how it moves. So you're prepared, even if you're not a trader, it doesn't matter. It will prepare you to sell when the time is to sell. All right. So Verasity, does $2 make sense? All right. Well, I recently added this channel. This channel might be out of place, so we're not focused yet on anything much above in this channel. So I'm focused mostly in this channel here, right? Okay. So actually, I will just bold this line. So if a parabolic move happens, I'm going to bold that line. All right. So I have labeled here 3 vertical lines: end of year, May 2022, September 22, right? So guesses of potential end of bull run. When is the end of the bull run? We don't freaking know. But you will feel it when it's coming, because that's what she said. Sorry, I didn't mean for that one, but anyway, it just came out. You're going to feel it because, similar to in April, you heard no coiners talk about Dogecoin, which honestly, it's better than talking about BitConnect. That was a scam. Dogecoin, even though it's a meme, it used to be a meme coin. It is a legit project. It has merge mining. It invented merge mining, so its network security is strong. I'm not saying go buy Dogecoin. I honestly think among the top 3 most probable for Dogecoin, its bull run's over. I would say second most probable, it might get above $1, but I'm not saying go buy Dogecoin. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But it's a real monetary coin, and I'm a monetary coin fan outside of Dogecoin. But anyway, so I like Dash and privacy coins, Monero, Deep Onion, Bitcoin itself, even though it's not privacy at all. So and Bitcoin Cash. I really like Bitcoin Cash as well. I like sending Dash, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash across exchanges. It's super cheap. It's fast. Dash is the fastest though. It gets to my exchanges within 5 minutes from Coinbase, by the way, and it's like almost free. It's badass. Anyway, so back to Verasity. So in the bull run targets, you're gonna feel no coiners talking about Bitcoin or whatever, and so those are the people to whom you're going to be selling your bags, right? As weird as that sounds, but a lot of you here, you were that person last bull run, right? I was 2017. I was that last wave of retail. I got my ass handed to me, which is why I studied so hard for 4 years, knowing it's a 4-year cycle. Okay, I got 4 years to do this, 3.5, whatever, and to learn how, even though I'm better at math than like the vast majority of folks, and I don't know, I felt like an idiot because I got my ass handed to me, right? Like I did. So you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that last wave of retail investors come in, and you're going to hear them talking, no coiners with no business talking about crypto, right? And I don't mean it that way. I just mean no coiners talking about you're going to feel them in the streets. And that's when you know the top is about 3 weeks away, roughly. So these lines are less valuable to you. So these are just random, like not random guesses, but whimsical guesses. Rather, you're going to want to listen to people out in public. That is good. That is literally the best way to identify the top is close. Like seriously, that is the best way. So I want to add, that's my grain of salt to these lines, right? All right, so let's look. This line here, if crap goes parabolic, and Veracity doesn't even move much, like it comes down, blah, 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 goes till September, and parabolic move, guess what that is? Exactly $2. So look on the right-hand side of the screen over here, right? So I put my cursor right there, and what does it say? $2. Exactly where it crosses, all right? So if the bull run ends in May, and that is indeed the top line, the bold line that I have here, check this out, blah, 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 big correction, blah, 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 with Bitcoin 30% correction, whatever, then parabolic move, bam, that's $1. It's landed on even numbers. I didn't plan that, but so $1 and $2 absolutely do make sense per this bold line as a guess, and honestly, it could go higher. I have an extra channel up here just in case, but, and honestly, watch how the math works. It's really cool. Watch this, watch this. You should watch this. Hey, all right. So, I mean, honestly, this is going to have some fireworks here coming up, so it's looking pretty good. Here, watch this. So if the top line is indeed where a Veracity ends up going, all right, and the bull run ends in May, check this out. Boom, 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 30% Bitcoin correction, 30% Bitcoin correction, parabolic top. That's also almost $2. So look on the right-hand side here. When I put my cursor over here, it's $2.16. So $2 does align with multiple options, right? It aligns with the bold line and September end of bull run, and it aligns with May end of bull run, the top line here, which is in play. I mean, Veracity is a very volatile asset. I mean, it could happen. So end of bull run targets, the upper end that I would guess is $2. So I would guess between $1 to $2, honestly. And really, that's not that much of an increase for an altcoin. I mean, so let's not even do from current price. Let's do from this dip here. So this dip down here, right? $2 is only a 6,400% run, which is 64x. That's a lot, right? And this is getting to be a bigger cap, but what did it do down here? 12,000. So it's only half the run from that point. Can it do half the run, like a run that only has half the juice as the first one? Absolutely. And it's got more time to do it, assuming the 4-year cycle is broken, which I do assume that, but it is an assumption. I don't even know if it's that safe an assumption. It's a decent assumption, but it makes that assumption. Tim, I have a question. Okay, damn it, stop interrupting my videos. Okay, Juan, what do you need? What if the 4-year cycle is still in play? What are your targets for there? What if end of year is also in the bull? Okay, actually, that's not. Ding, 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 ding. That's actually not a bad question, because I just said it's not that safe of an assumption to say the 4-year cycle is in play. I mean, Bitcoin could just really race up to like 150, 180K and be done, like by the end of the year. That could happen, right? So if that happened, that's still $1.17. So I would say end of bull run, no matter what happens, and so in this case of end of year, right, in the 4-year cycle, that means Bitcoin's really going to race, and so will altcoins. So it will almost go straight up, and it'll probably hit $1. So my end of bull run, no matter when it is, okay, unless it's way past September. I mean, this would be higher. Like you start getting into some aggressive numbers, like $6 to just way out here in 2023. So, but within these reasonable guesses, I would say $1 to $2. As weird as that sounds, and in my thumbnail, I'm probably going to put like non-even numbers, because humans love non-even numbers to click on. So, but I would still guess between $1 and $2. Those are psychological numbers. Those are damn good guesses. Yeah, I mean, that's what we got. So let's look at more immediate price action. So this is a different tag down, in the bar down below the time bar, the timestamps, different timestamps here. So let's go to the 4-hour. Take off Stokes, and let's look at the RSI. Yeah, this run's not done unless Bitcoin really does correct here. This could come straight down, or really correct with Bitcoin, make a higher low, 1, 2, 3 higher low, go back in here. However, if Bitcoin doesn't correct harshly here, this is not done, and I'll show you how I already know this just by looking at the chart. It's like sit with a strong statistical probability. Bitcoin dropping, yeah, it'd come straight down. That like this could be the local top here, and then race back up later on, maybe in a couple weeks or so. But so the way price behaves with RSI And honestly, I'm about to give you, check it out. I'm about to give you non-community members. Okay, so YouTube free folks, just watching this, that's fine. Like, that's what I did for 4 years. I'm about to give you some very valuable information if you don't have it already. So just watch this. Look. I can tell you right off the bat that this right here was a local top on price. I didn't play in this video, I swear. Watch. Yeah, this looks like potential. I would say this was the top, and it made a much higher or a lower high close to this point here. So I would say this, yeah, it might even be close to a double top. So this could be close to double top with the idea that it's double top / higher low. This as local top. Watch, I can just look at this. Local top. This one's the top because this one's tricky. I don't want to make a guess on that one. This might have been the top. I can't quite tell. And I'll explain this here in a second. Watch. That was the top. So it's not the highest point in RSI. Well, actually, here it was. So this was a local. This is kind of an exception. That one was tricky. But the highest high in RSI is not the highest high in price. It's usually the second or third or fourth lower high in RSI, as long as it's in this green zone. As long as it's in this green zone. And my community members know this. We cover this in live chats all the time. They sit here and watch me guess the local tops with RSI, and I'm really effective at it. So local top. All right, so now let's zoom out on price and see how well I did there. All right, so this local top right here, my guess was October 11th at 0000 hours. Let's go to October 11th at 0000 hours. Nailed it exactly. So see this right here? So see how I'm, oh, you can't see it. So see how my cursor is exactly where I circled it now, but the horizontal line where, so see how my cursor has, you know, see how my cursor has this around it? So the white stuff moving around. So if you follow this line up and down as I move my cursor, you can see where it hits on price. So I'm going to hover over here and look, it hits that top exactly. Right? That's the local top. And if you 20 bag there, and if you don't know what 20 bag means, you really need to go to my library section and look at the one that says 10 bag, right? So if you not the top, so not selling tops, come down. Holy cow, you can get 20% more veracity. So if you like veracity, you sell some veracity. And my 20 bag theory is a mixture of hodl. You hodl 80%, you don't touch it, and you use 20% to sell and buy back lower with strategy. So you use other people's money to get more crypto. So when the bull run is going parabolic, you have more crypto, because when, so here's why 20 bag is so important. It safeguards 80% of your bags, but you use 20% of it strategically to use other people's money to get more crypto off this main idea. When things go parabolic, do you want the same amount of crypto, or do you want more crypto when things go parabolic? Ask yourself this question. Do you want the same amount of crypto or more crypto when it goes parabolic? Okay, now ask yourself this question. Do you want to use your money to get more crypto or other people's money to get more crypto? Well, that's 20 bag theory for you. Go to that friggin' playlist, check it out, learn something. If you like it, come join the community, because I set 20 bag lines all the time. Like that's probably half of what we do on the 10 live calls that I do weekly, 8 to 10 live calls I do weekly. So I said double top or higher low here, right? And it honestly, that was a good call. Look, that's pretty damn near a double top. So how could I tell that? How could I tell that just by looking at our side, that this higher low was going to be close to a double top? Practice backtesting, just studying. So similar to, you can study how price behaves, you can study how RSI behaves per price action. I'm going to pat myself on the freaking back. Okay. Hey, COSA, I have a question, or I have a comment. Oh gosh, again, Juan, what? You need to stay humble. Well, screw it. That was a great call, damn it. All right. So anyway, I was wrong here. So I guess that this one, because the 4-hour RSI made a lower high, which typically is the local top, and it was in the green zone. That was my guess, but actually it ended up being wrong. It was not the local top. It was a great time to sell. You got the higher low, okay, and you could have sold. You could have bought back over 20% lower. Wow, isn't that crazy how that works? Just using 4-hour RSI. I mean, and guess what else it hit? An origin line. Which oh yeah, I get those questions a lot. What are those channels? Like, what are these like what are these on your, how do you get those? I can't set them up on KuCoin, or I can't set them up on TradingView. I invented these. Origin lines are me. Like, they literally, I invented them. Did I coin the word origin lines? No, I did not. I got that in 2018. 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙣𝙚, a trader. He's a sequential trader, very different type. It's different. Very interesting system, but it's different than anything else you've ever seen. He randomly said that about Bitcoin one time. And it was when price was down close to its weekly 200 EMA. Like, he said, this can't go below because this is like, this goes back all the way in history. It's like an origin line, right? But it was just one line. So I didn't coin the word, but these are mine. So I provide these for my community. And if you want to see library section, so in my library section, available to all 3 tiers, I post these whenever anybody asks. So they can literally set themselves up. And on bPro, I have the so they can stare at it, download this, and connect the same line. Sorry, I just burped into into the freaking microphone, if you could hear that. Sorry. Yeah, so TRIAS, Dash, all that stuff. So I provide those so you can map those out. All right, so yeah, this run isn't done. The 4-hour RSI hasn't had a I mean, actually I'm on the daily. So the daily has more juice. 4 hour, yeah. So your local top is going to be when it goes below, makes a lower high, bam. And then you can buy back likely 20% lower. Now, if things are getting a little bit more bullish, I would probably do buyback targets around 18% unless Bitcoin looks weak, which it does. And then you might want to try buying back between 18 to 25% lower. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can literally jump on a call and say, hey, COSA, are you selling your crypto today? And I would say, yes, on Verasity, I would. It looks like, the 4-hour RSI is making a lower high. And here would be my buyback targets. You can literally jump on a call, share your screen, show me what you're thinking. I'll share my screen back. You are talking to me live on your microphone, right? So if that's valuable to you. And the higher the tier, the more live calls chances you get per week. All right, so yeah, that's what we got for Verasity. Let's move on to TRIAS. All right. So TRIAS origin lines. And if the bottom, or if a coin with a decent amount of price history, so although TRIAS is a little new, but with decent amount of price, whenever you see it go below the bottom origin line, that's well established. Guess what? It's usually good buy point. It's scary, but one of the top quotes in trading and investing is, be greedy when others are fearful, whatever, and be fearful when others are greedy. But also, a similar quote is something to the lines of, some of the best times to buy are the scariest. And so scary, yes. But if you have origin lines, they work. Now, but the older the asset, the better they work. Sometimes with newer assets, it keeps going, going sideways, and you have to make more origin lines, right? Because it's a young asset, and the origin lines don't hold up because it's still forming them. There is no origin yet because it's so young. It's a baby. Like, it's like, hey, what are the, hey, it's like trying to talk to a baby. Like, hey, baby, tell me about your past. Like, oh, and the baby starts talking to you. Oh, back in my day, we used to use silicone bottle nipples, and now I use a sippy cup. Like the origin is gonna his story's gonna change in like 6 months, right? Like, but in this case, it actually worked out. So origin line wise, this looks pretty good. It's probably gonna race back. I don't know. So from an origin line standpoint, it looks really good. Now, we already know this weekly closure that I was so focused on. I said, hey, you're going to have a great 20 back opportunity if this week screams up close to $15. And what did it do? Got up to $14.75. Was that a great 20 back opportunity? Absolutely, because you could have bought back how much lower? 16 to 18, 20% lower. Wow. Isn't that crazy how that works? Based off of and so if you're new and you don't know why, because do you see this white line here? This was the top of a consolidation. These are weekly candles, right? A lot of time. So the very first week that closes above, it needs to close close to the line with a statistical edge. Does it have to? No, it usually does, which is going to come and play for Multivac that I'm going to cover next. So that's why I said, if it hits $15, that's a great 20 bag opportunity, because the week will close closer to that line. And the next week, the next 2 weeks will likely be green, which is probably exactly what's going to happen. It's going to keep going up, folks. So you're probably not going to have great 20 bag opportunities for a little bit on TRIAS. It's going to get some work done. I mean, this could have 6 green weeks in a row. Like, you already know what my thoughts are. It's still just charging up now. So, so TRIAS holders, don't worry about it screaming or whatever. As long as you have solid weekly candles over and over and over, and you don't start forming divergence on the daily RSI chart, similar to I just showed you on Veracity, the lower high on RSI, that's divergence. Divergence just means opposite. RSI lower high, all right? So RSI lower high, but price makes higher high. That's opposites, higher and lower, opposites, right? So, but as long as you're not seeing that on TRIAS, which it doesn't have, it's honestly just getting started. This is going to keep going. On a daily, could it have 2-3 red days in a row within 1 week? Absolutely. But I would make but if you see 3 red days in a row, that's probably a good pickup within a week. Because the next several weeks, the next 2 weeks are very, very statistically likely to be green. So this week, which is still young, it's only Tuesday. So see here on the right-hand side of the screen here where prices says 5 days left. Yeah, I mean, so this candle and next candle like have a very high probability of both being green. So if you see 3 red days in a row, or even 2 deep red days in a row, and the week flips red, it's probably a good pickup because the week will likely end up closing green, right? All right, so that's what we got for try. It looks great. I don't even think I need to dive into the lower time frames because it's just getting started. So yeah, hodl. Not financial advice. This Pokemon card, we're hodling Pokemon cards, putting them in your pocket, and forgetting about them. Actually, no, you guys aren't forgetting about your TRIAS. You guys are looking at these damn charts all the dang time. But like, seriously, if you're a TRIAS fan, don't look at the chart all the time, because it's gonna creep up and it's gonna be good. So you need to just chill. Like, look at this on a weekly scale. Don't be looking at 4-hour charts on TRIAS yet until we start getting divergence. Just stare at the daily and weekly, and you're good. All right, for now. All right, let's go to Multivac. So this is an entire week ahead of schedule. As I said in my last video, this could make me a liar, and it could be a week ahead. So I did say that in my last video, and I was projecting this out from 4 weeks ago, so it was a decent guess. 20 bag opportunity on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks. It could break my rule of needing to close back down closer to the line. I mean, that 8 weeks is a long time to consolidate. It just, I mean, statistically though, if this week really does race off, this week did not close above the line. Therefore, if you're like up here buying this green candle, don't chase green candles, people. Don't buy glory. You buy blood. You buy blood and red candles. Like, you buy blood, you don't buy glory. I would still say this closes right at the origin line this week. So if you see Multivac go to 0.037 cents or 0.036 or close 0.035, probably a good 20 bag opportunity to buy that back 15 to 20% lower. Just like I said on TRIAS, and this is exactly what happened. It could make me a liar, so that's not the point of trading though. Oh, COSA, you were wrong. Well, yeah, I could be wrong. It's your edge. It's your edge. When you have a good statistical reason to sell something, again, 20 bag, I wouldn't sell all my Multivac if it hits those levels. So hodl 80%, 20%, market sell if it gets up there, or just put in your limit sales now. You put in some limit sales for 3.5, 3 point, like for 20% of your Multivac, with the idea that you'll be able to buy it back significantly lower, 20%, and now you have more crypto with other people's money because you know crap that they don't know, right? There is a small chance it makes me a liar and just has green week after green week after green week, but I would say, actually at this point, it probably will have green week after green week, but this week here will probably close right at this origin line somewhere around 2.5 cents. So week of Monday, October 25th. The music's coming on. Sorry. Week of Monday, October 25th to close around the origin line. let's see here, 0.025 cents. So if it gets a lot higher than 0.025 cents, guess what? 20 bag opportunity, most likely. It could be an incorrect guess. There is that possibility. However, we're looking for probabilities, right? Right? Okay, that's what trading is. If you see an edge and it's strong enough of an edge, you take it. Well, here, I think the edge is strong enough because you have two statistical likelihoods in play. Likelihood of a initial rejection of this origin line. See how last time I hit it? What happened? Oh, it actually got the top. So this origin line is a big deal. If you see this origin line hit this week, it's probably a good 40 bag opportunity. Telling you, probably is. Because you have a strong edge. If this raises up to 3.6 cents, you have a strong edge, people. And so that's so when you have strong edges, multiple. So for example, right here, we have two totally independent statistical edges, right? One statistical edge is you haven't closed a single week. So this week hasn't closed. So this is an accurate statement. You have not closed a single week above this trading range. With that idea, you have an edge that it will close close to it. So if it goes higher, you can 20 bag at some point. That's also statistically likely scenario, but that's just one statistical likely scenario. On top of that, you have the statistical likely scenario that the first time it touches this origin line, it's going to be rejected and has to either come back down and consolidate or get rejected a little bit and consolidate, but you can buy back lower. That's a totally independent statistical likelihood added on top of your already statistical probability based off of the trading range. So you have two signals at the same time that both give you an edge. That is when you go from 20 bag to 30 bag, or maybe even 40 bag. So I probably wouldn't 40 bag, but I would probably increase that to a 25 to 30 bag if it hit that line, 3.6 cents. You have two different edges. I mean, you take that trade, you take it. Even if it's scary, you still try it. Now, if you don't want to do 30 bag, you want to try 10 bags, you've never done it before, okay, do that, try it. And you'll see that most likely that I'm right. If it hits that line, it might not get up there. It might just hover around this origin line here, but it could happen. So I'm telling you, like, you might want to go in there and, put in some Pokemon card limit cells around this point and be smart for a small portion of your MTV, not your whole crypto portfolio, but just the amount of MTV. I'm telling you. And so if you find this stuff, learn by doing. So that's what I do in my community. I'm not within the Patreon Discord community, links in the description section. But so I don't have a bunch of courses, right, for you to look at me like looking at 2018 price and all that stuff. No. I do have a lot of library videos to get you the base knowledge. What are EMAs? How the hell do you use EMAs? How do you set up a chart? All that stuff, very basic stuff, right? But they're not courses. Most of my content, like 80% of it, and honestly, like I make way more YouTube videos for my community, way more. It's like more than double, right? So, but it's because it's on a daily basis. So just like I told you here, how to learn by doing and all the reasons why, I do this for across a bunch of altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, leveraged plays, all that stuff for my community on these live calls. And they hop on, ask me, hey, Cole, so would you sell your crypto today? But more specific questions, obviously. And I walk them through it. We learn by doing on a daily basis with current price action. And in my opinion, my community built off that, which off of daily like boxing training, right? I feel that is, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel that is better than looking at courses and stuff. That is my opinion, right? So we learn by doing on a daily active chart basis with having the base knowledge, which when I'm showing you that base knowledge in those videos, it is previous price action. However, you get the gist so that you can apply it to current price action, learn by doing, right? So what I just did for Multivac here is very similar. And honestly, maybe I shouldn't have done this on video for YouTube because this is free content and that should have been for my Patreon community, but whatever. I did it this one time and you could see learn by doing. Like that is what we do. So, hey, everybody, real quick, hit like on your freaking whale. Help the algo so I can continue making videos for you. Please do that for you and for me. And if you're new, you liked what you saw, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay in the know. And check out these last two videos right here. Check them out. Like these are super important. You need to watch these videos. Boom, boom, boom on the screen. Hey, we'll see you next time. Y'all just got typified. Ultra typification.